Habitat for Humanity's been in Louisville since 1985, and we've built over 460 homes for residents who need affordable housing options. And what we do is we build those houses in partnership with the folks who are buying them. They give 400 hours of sweat equity back to us and to other folks who are building their house before they're allowed to buy their home. And with this attitude of partnership, we were looking for somebody to help us get the paint recycling program off the ground. Luckily, the city solid waste department had a similar problem.
Traditionally, we've gotten a lot of phone calls asking what to do with leftover paint.
They had a lot of paint that was being thrown into the landfill, illegally I might add, and it was creating a lot of problems. So we put our heads together. We created a program where we could alleviate that and take advantage of this real partnership attitude that we both had.
A lot of waste goes into the landfill that shouldn't be there. And one thing that we're able to help stop is latex paint being thrown away when it could actually be recycled.
So the paint recycling program is simple. Everybody's got leftover paint. Every time you paint your living room, your bedroom, your bathroom, you've got a little bit left over in your can and you don't know what to do with it. That's where we come in. We collect the paint, we sort the usable stuff from the unusable stuff, then we separate it by color. So all the reds go in this pile, all the yellows, the blues, etc. Then what we do is once we have enough, we take all of the same color, we screen it into a mixer, we reblend it, repackage it, and whatever color we come up with is what we come up with. We don't do any tinting intentionally. So it's a great program. So far the colors that we've come up with, shades of blue, green, red, beige, white, and gray, and it's just flying off the shelf.
The staffed recycling centers, you can drop paint off at those locations, at those staffed recycling centers, and you can also drop off the paint at the actual Habitat restores. There's just a few rules that you need to think about before you decide to take your paint to the recycling centers or the stores, and that is that the paint needs to have a label. It needs to be latex paint, definitely labeled with that, and do the shake test. Just give it a shake. If you hear liquid inside, then you know that it's good, usable paint for this recycling program.
We think it's a good product. We haven't had any complaints. People love it. It's at an affordable price, $13 a gallon. Anybody can afford it. And I don't know if you've seen the price of paint in retail stores lately, but it starts at 25 or 30 bucks a gallon. This is good stuff.
Once Habitat had collected enough paint and they ran their first batch, they brought me the first gallon hot off the press, so we decided to have facilities paint the office. Turned out to be a really good color. The painter said that it provided really good coverage compared to some cheaper paints that he had used in the past. Once they get more colors, I plan on using it to paint my own house.
Our goal is to recycle 15,000 gallons of paint a year. Thanks to the Kentucky Pride grant and the partnership with the city solid waste program, we can do 450 gallons at a time if we have enough product coming in. We're going to keep this material out of the landfill. We're going to help consumers get rid of it safely, and we're going to take the money from that and we're going to pump it right back into the community.
You can drop off your leftover latex paint at the 3 Louisville Metro staffed recycling centers from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. or any of Habitat for Humanity's 3 restore locations.